6 kids, 7 cats, a dog, and 2 turtles. And somewhere in the back of my mind I hear, and a partridge in a pear tree, right? Some of you are thinking, no way. Others may say, I'm glad it's you and not me. And my favorite, that is insane. Yep, that's the one I'm gonna go with, insanity. That is exactly what it feels like since becoming a mom 19 years ago, insanity. Of all the definitions of insanity, informal craziness is my favorite. It is the definition that matches my journey of motherhood to a T. My journey began like most little girls. I loved to play with babies, feeding them, dressing them, changing them, wrapping them up in blankets, saving them when they cried, bossing all the other little girls in my mom's daycare on how they should take care of their babies. Unnatural. Well, as we all eventually do, I grew up, I went to college, and I was living my dream, but I was miserable. Truth was, I wanted to be married and have children, and to be a mother. I made a choice to come back home, and I met the love of my life. We had a whirlwind romance, and a year we were married. Over the next 7 years, I was pregnant 6 times and was blessed to bring home 3 healthy baby girls. And if you have decent math skills, I don't, you realize 3 babies did not come home. Unfortunately, I experienced 3 miscarriages every other pregnancy. Talk about a hormonal roller coaster ride. So I settled into this thing called motherhood and soon discovered that it is not for the faint of heart. It is a dirty, messy job, one filled with extreme highs and very low lows, and a whole lot of in between. Being a mom has put in clear black and white that I have a very long way to go as a human being. I discovered that motherhood is insane, can make you feel insane, and that I personally thrive in the midst of insanity. Who knew? In the early days, I was raising 3 girls under the age of 5 while running a daycare in my home. My husband, God love him, was in and out of jobs like you and I change underwear. And in April of 2006, our insanity was about to go off the charts. One night I couldn't sleep, so I got up and did what any normal mother wanting to be productive does. I did a load of laundry. And while I was waiting for the load to finish, I decided to check my emails. A dear friend in the process of adopting from Haiti had sent me a link to her child's orphanage. I clicked on the link, and little did I know that my life was about to take a drastic, insane turn. I saw a little boy's face with twinkles in his eyes, and I heard clear as a bell, "This is your son." Oh, good golly, I have really fallen off of my rocker now. Hello, God, what do you mean this is my son? My husband's been out of work for 3 months. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and we are struggling to pay our bills, and we are having marital issues. How can this be my son? This is insane. Everyone will think we're insane. So why is my heart leaping for joy? Over and over and over, for the next few weeks, God confirmed that this indeed was his plan for us. But as you can imagine, to the rest of the world, we were insane and foolish. So much so that we lost family, longtime friends, and even our church. We understood that to the outside world looking in, that we had no business even thinking about, let alone pursuing an adoption. But to our surprise, and many others, this insane idea of adoption is what God used to pull our family together, get us in a budget healing plan, and grow and mature us in a way that can be best described as insane. Over the course of the next 9 years, our world was turned upside down and inside out, as well as shaken to hell and back. We were given an amazing fundraising idea through prayer that utilized a talent and a gift that my husband had. It paid for all of our adoption expenses and has developed into a second income that we still use today to help take care of our large family. In 2007, we were once again called to adopt a second child, a little girl from Haiti, and we were definitely in full-fledged craziness now. In 4 years' time, we made 6 trips to Haiti, paid in full over $28,000 adoption expenses, free and clear of any loans, and welcomed into our family 2 beautiful Haitian children. But let's just say by now we were doing insanity pretty well. Or were we? In 2010, after our daughter was allowed to come home after the devastating earthquake in Haiti, the bottom dropped out. Some choices were made, things were said, that brought my husband and I to the brink of divorce. The insanity had finally caught up with us. But this isn't the end of my story, just one of the many twists and turns that insanity can give you. Because our daughter came to the U.S. on a humanitarian parole visa, she wasn't legally adopted yet. We had to finish the process here, and we could not jeopardize her adoption with a divorce. So while we waited for her adoption to be finalized, God had time to work on us. He taught us to communicate in a new way. Old habits were broken, forgiveness and mercy were extended, and God healed our marriage and broken family. My husband went back to school to pursue a career he had a talent and passion for. I worked 2 jobs, one with a school corporation working with special needs children, and the second on weekends and holidays working in hospice care with the elderly. We did whatever it took to supply for our family and save our marriage. This was probably one of the hardest times in my life. Your world is falling down all around you, and you still have to be a mother. Your children are still relying on you. So I remember many days that I was an Academy Award-winning actress in front of my children, only to fall apart in my shower at night under the steady stream of hot water. There were days I felt like that I couldn't breathe for fear of falling into a million pieces, but my children's smiling faces forced air into my lungs, and the twinkle in their eyes, it put hope into my heart. Hope, this mother's lifeline in the midst of her insanity. Hope helped rebuild my marriage and keep my family together. Hope helped me thrive in the midst of this insane thing called motherhood. Last year, we put the final nail in this word, insanity. We took in an 18-year-old boy who had nowhere else to go and would have been homeless. Hardly anyone agreed with our choice, but we knew something they didn't, that sometimes the insane choice is the right choice. I couldn't watch this boy become homeless when I had the means, the love, and the know-how to help him. So he became our 6th child. Well, a man-child. Now I stand before you, a changed, completely inundated with informal craziness, happy mom. I have the strongest marriage beyond my wildest dreams. We are within $2,000 of being debt-free. We both have jobs we love and 6 kids that we utterly adore. Insanity fits well with us. 6 cats, or excuse me, 6 kids, 7 cats, a dog, 2 turtles, and that is my insane journey.